I wonder if, let's see where the, who likes the book. United Methodist Church, Columbia Theological Seminary, Christianity Today, and Duke Divinity School, and Regent College. I don't know. This might be too, traditional for what we do here, but let's just take a little look. And I'm just going to dive into the middle of it. As Richard Foster. God's active presence helps us understand the foundational meaning of the Scriptures for our relationship with Him. As Jesus prepared to leave His disciples, He said, I'll ask the Father and He'll give you another advocate to be with you forever, the Spirit of truth, whom the world can't receive because it neither sees Him nor knows Him. You know Him because He abides with you and will be in you. This promise of the Spirit carried the assurance of guidance. I still have many things to say to you, but you can't bear them now. All right, he's just quoting from John 14:16. This promise of divine guidance has been understood by some of the old writers to mean that we have the ability to read the Bible and understand its message sufficiently to choose for or against belief in God. Each of us is accountable for that choice individually before God, but not through family. I don't know, this just seems, like I said, too typical. It's all been said before. I don't think this is going to work. It's not so much the message, really, but how it's said. It's partly what's being said, but we're in a whole different realm here. And what do I mean by that? Why do I say that? Well, I'll give you an example. We do things more like Ken Wilber's book. By the way, I saw Ken recently. He didn't look good, so the prayers of Jesus be on him. All of you who know how to pray and can pray and want to pray and lift up somebody is meaningful to the furtherance of higher consciousness in this day and age. Extend yourself and your life toward Him in the image of God that He might be healed. He's got some kind of crazy disease that it just looks like it's grabbing a hold of him. He looks like he's really, becoming emaciated. It's really sad. Very sad. All right, here's a little chapter here, and this is Ken's book, The Simple Feeling of Being, which I think is just it's almost like the best of Ken, sort of. And so this chapter 4 here looks like it might just be from this book. No, it's from No Boundary. Immediate awareness is the title of the chapter. It's been said that in finding the doorway to spirit, one must first abandon time. That is, to recognize your true nature means to abandon the notion of past and future. For it's only in the present moment that we may discover our own original face. From our accustomed hideouts of past and future, of history and anticipation, Wilber flushes us into the open space of the present moment. It's in the naked awareness of here and now that we become truly alive, capable of seeing ourselves and the world directly. Let's begin with our senses. Do we ever sense time? That is, do we ever directly sense a past or a future? Start again with hearing. For the moment, concentrate your attention on just your auditory field and notice the flux of sounds kaleidoscoping through your awareness. You might be able to hear people talking, dogs barking, kids playing, perhaps wind blowing, rain splashing, faucet dripping, if you can hear the house creaking or cars honking or someone laughing. But notice that all these sounds are present sounds. You can't hear past sounds, nor can you hear future sounds. The only thing you ever hear is the present. You don't and can't hear a past or future. Just as all sounds are only present sounds, so all tastes are only present tastes, all smells, present, all sights, present. You can't touch, see, or feel anything resembling a past or a future. In other words, in your direct and immediate awareness, there's no time, past, future, only an endlessly changing present, shorter than a millisecond, yet never coming to an end. All direct awareness is timeless awareness. And it's interesting that he says that, because I'm thinking of like times in my life where I've sensed an intense level of sensitivity to the spirit, and it's always in that sense of submitted to the one and not so aware of self, but others, the moment, service, compassion, love, creativity, wisdom. You kind of like sort of flooding in that moment of spiritual manifestation. And I think I like the same thing also when I'm like sort of in the zone, so to speak, when I'm playing my keyboard. There's really a lost sense of how long this is taking to do this, because it's a full expression of myself and oneness with God, and a seeking for greater submission and greater usefulness and greater expression, and it's just a marvelous flooding. There are many ways to dissolve the boundary between mind and body in order to discover the unity of opposites lying asleep in the depths of our being. This split can't be overcome, says Lowen, by knowledge of the energetic processes in the body. Knowledge itself is a surface phenomenon and belongs to the realm of the ego. One has to feel the flow and sense the course of the excitation in the body. To do this, however, you have to give up the rigidity of your own ego's control so that the deep body sensations can reach the surface. Simple as it sounds, that's the very difficulty almost every person faces, trying to connect with the body. You won't really feel your legs, stomach, shoulders, but out of habit, you think about your legs, stomach, and shoulders, picturing them to yourself and thus avoiding feeling attention to them directly. This is, of course, one of the very mechanisms responsible for the dissociation of the body in the first place. Special attention should be given this tendency to conceptualize our feelings, and a special effort made to suspend, at least temporarily, this habitual translation of feeling attention into thoughts and pictures. One way to begin connecting with your body is by lying down on your back outstretched on a rug or mat. Close your eyes, breathe deeply but easily. Begin to explore your body's feelings. Don't try to feel anything, don't force anything, just let your attention flow through your body and note. If if any feeling, positive or negative, is present in the various parts of your body. Can you, for example, feel your legs, stomach, heart, eyes, genitals, buttocks, scalp, diaphragm, feet? Notice which parts of the body seem alive with feeling, full and strong and vital, and which parts seem dull, heavy, lifeless, dim, tight, or painful. Try this for at least 3 minutes, and notice how often your attention might leave the body and wander into daydreams. Does it strike you as odd that it might be very difficult to stay in your body for 3 minutes? If you're not in the body, where are you?